All right, so here are examples of math portfolios. And this is an area portfolio, and it's a checklist it's a criterion-based assessment. And you can see that the teacher had attached a copy of the checklist, and these are required criteria that they have to have all of these shapes, the shape drawn, what item it represented in their household, a formula, and substitute with the measurements and an answer. So it demonstrates that they understood how to calculate various shapes, the area of different shapes, surface area. And here's one a student did of a mirror in their house, their plastic ID card, and it goes through and you can see that it has room for them to be creative, to demonstrate what they know. Here's a jewelry box, and they created a sort of a booklet, and it has the substitutions, the measurements, the math, and the formula demonstrated. And so this is a way for students to show what they do know instead of being assessed in a traditional manner where they get marked off for what they don't know. Um, Here's the base of a lamp, and you can see that these students, it looked like they found a lot of really interesting ways um, to demonstrate their understanding of area on different objects. So that's for a portfolio. Then there are short writing assignments that I've had math teachers do, sort of like a pre-writing, a reflective journal to see what they already know. Remember your schema building, what do they have experience with, background knowledge, and this is at various grade levels and different proficiency levels. And this was in a specially designed class for English learners. They were not at the beginning level, so they were expanding and bridging. But you can see that they could find words to describe what they understood about different aspects of math or key terminology, right? And this allows for students to recognize that they have some background knowledge and that they come not with as empty vessels, but they have some information. So using writing in math class seems kind of unconventional, but it can be done, and you can see even the English learners enjoy explaining what they already know. It could also be done as a reflection. So sometimes we think that math has to be measured with only numbers and figures, but you can also assess student knowledge in other ways and in the teaching of writing and use of writing, right? And another example are projects, of course. And here is an assignment on similarity, and I really like this one because the students would choose an object, and it also gave them a chance to choose something that says something about their own personality. And then they would have to create another version of the object using math, and demonstrate that they understood ratios and things like that. And this one, the student chose a drumstick, which I'm not sure how far out I can zoom, but you can see, of course, they get you to know about them musically and their interests, and here's our drumstick. But then if I zoom in, you can see that they created two tiny little drumsticks using math to demonstrate the understanding of similarity, and it's 1/14 the size of the original set. So that kind of a project is interesting, engaging, and allows for a lot of creativity. And again, you're assessing the math and understanding their understanding of it in terms that they can show. So those are three examples that I thought you'd enjoy.